Hey guys, how you doing? I've got an interloper with me this morning. I just put it out there to some of the yeah, I'm calling you an interloper, Scott. Go look it up. If you don't know what the
Hey,
hell that
that's
word
a
means.
sexy interloper to you.
Yes, you are, sir. Yes, you are. Oh man. So yeah, so I've got Scott Herman with me, man. We're gonna hang out here. I'll give you a little peek behind the curtains. There's a group of us that hang out on Twitter a lot, and so I just dropped it over in there, and I don't know who's going to show up. So I got the bottom of the barrel with Scott himself.
The
It's
very
like
bottom.
I'm like I'm like oh shit,
I'm the
man.
bottom. I'm the bottom of the barrel because I hold it up for everyone
Yeah.
else.
Oh man, it always comes back to that, doesn't it? Always freaking
It's all I
comes.
got. It's all I got,
Oh,
Austin.
oh, you got. Oh, you got. That's it. That's it. So yeah, so we're gonna be hanging out, guys, talking about crypto, and well, I guess we could talk about crypto. We could probably talk about something else, but yeah, we're gonna talk about that. So I didn't even look, man. What's the market doing this morning? Let's see. Let's see what is going on with it. Here we go.
Honestly, I literally had my coffee. I sat down.
Yeah.
I was seeing the reaction to my tweets last night because they were hilarious. And then I noticed your message, and I was like, I'll be joining real quick.
Yeah, I'll join in. Yeah, you were doing some funny tweeting yesterday. So,
Dude, like Twitter is I actually used to always just hate Twitter, right? And
yeah.
it's because like I don't have enough shit to say throughout the day. Like I go on Twitter and people like tweeting 20 times a day and I'm like, how do you have this much like stuff to do all day where you can just like tweet, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And so with crypto, because like Twitter is a haven for crypto. So like when there's stuff going on in the crypto world, you got lots to say, and it turns into just a lot of back and forth. Actually, I need to send you a video. You need to get into Twitter Spaces, man. Have you seen the video of the fake Del Crypto talking to the real Del Crypto, and they go back and
No,
forth and they sing "Happy Birthday" to this one girl?
no, I haven't.
Oh my god, I gotta send you this. It's probably the funniest video I've ever seen in my entire life.
You'll have to, yeah, you'll have to send that to me. You'll have to send that to me. But to your point on the Twitter thing, man, Zach Herman, Zach Herman. Now, Scott is married to Zach. I screw up something every time. Zach dragged me onto Twitter. I'm like, I don't want to be on Twitter. This, I got enough. And he's like, dude, you got. I was like, so I give Zach credit, But,
well,
yeah.
once, like I said, like before, because I started my Twitter account. Twitter came out, I think, like literally a month after my season of Real World came out. Like that's how far back we're going here with Twitter. And so at that point in time, being a reality star, it was like a cool thing to jump on because it helped me get gigs and,
Yep.
appearances and all that stuff. And then when I started doing the fitness stuff full time, I was like, I'm at the gym. Is that my tweet every day? Like,
Yeah,
at the gym filming.
doing
Hey,
arms today.
yeah. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm drinking a protein shake, about to poop. Like, like what the hell am I gonna say on Twitter?
Yeah.
And so I kind of just like did nothing with it for like 8 years and then just brought it back to life in the last, I don't know, 2 months. And I'm actually really enjoying it.
Yeah, it's very apparent that you enjoy all of the pro and the con associated with it. I think you kind of enjoy I'm not going to use the word feuding, but the what would you even call it? You enjoy that back and forth, don't you?
Yeah, well, I'm a Boston guy, right? Like,
Yeah.
well, a Boston guy before the, Boston people became a bunch of snowflakes. But we'll just leave it at that for this conversation. Like, I grew up getting shit talked, like, even like my aunts would be like, stop being a little bitch, like that's just how my family is.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Like my family, you would literally try as hard as you could at a young age to not screw shit up because you're gonna get made fun of by your uncles, your aunt, your parents, your grandparents.
Everybody.
Even my grandma will come over and like jab me and then make fun of me if I did something stupid. And what did that do? It taught me to always try to do my best, for fear of being, I guess, ridiculed, right? Like, so I put extra effort into things.
Yeah.
And I like that. Like, I respond really well to that playful side of things. And when I say like, my family would bust my balls, like, not like angrily, just kind of like, just like bust balls. We talk shit. And I don't know. I like talking shit. And even when you and I first met, I probably dropped like 5 or 6 F-bombs in the first 10 minutes of the conversation.
Yeah.
And I notice when I talk to people and I just like go off on tangents and say what I want to say, respectfully, of course.
Yeah.
People just open up to me. And I think there's a lot of realness there, So on Twitter, when people talk shit to me, I rip them a new one right back. And I don't get like nasty. I don't swear and MFer and do all that stuff. I'm very witty, with my comebacks, and like it's just, I don't know. It's fun.
Yeah, I mean, you're way better at it than I am, for sure. I give you full credit. I think people do give you a pass. I mean, I know you and I were talking last night on the phone, and I think people give you a little bit of a pass. I don't know if it's the Boston accent. I don't know what it is. But to your point, you are respectful, and you don't go, you don't come back and come at somebody's throat. You're just like, and usually 9 times out of 10, you're coming back with some type of rebuttal that has a fact-based rebuttal. And, it's like, what I'm saying? It's like you've got ammo there, and it's in a positive way. Is all I'm really saying.
Well, yeah, like you always have to maintain your composure when you're having like an argument, because as soon as you start like insulting, you've already lost grounds for a rebuttal, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like I remember one time, I got into it with Mendy on Twitter. And we get along now. Well, I never not got along with her, but like she was like she was tearing me up on Twitter once because I was, talking to the Impact XP people. I had like a 1-hour voice chat with Jad, from Impact.
Yep.
And I wanted to see what the community was like. And so I went to the Twitter and I was like, hey everyone, can you guys let me know, why you're so bullish on Impact? Like what's going on? And then Mendy replied, do your own research and read the white paper. And I was like, do you not know who the hell I am? Like, I obviously already did that. Just had a phone call with Jad like the day before. So I replied to her. I said something like, your reply added 0 factual information to this conversation, And then she just like went off on me. She's like, you don't know who I am. And she's like threatening me. No shit.
Wow.
And I kept replying and I'm like, this is something my father taught me. He says, whenever you want to get at someone and get them to like open up, say, help me to understand, and then whatever. So I'm like, Mendy, can you please help me to understand how my tweet, which was a factual tweet, not meant to hurt feelings, was wrong? Yeah. And then it's like, And then like a few weeks later, we actually had a Twitter space, and then her and I were chatting, and she's like, now that I've actually had a chance to talk to you, I like you. I was like, well, I never not liked you. I just don't like being talked shit to on Twitter.
Well, I'll end on this note. You've advised me to do more spaces. I am going to do them because, I got people coming at me and I'll tell the people viewing, like Scott told me last night, dude, get your ass on spaces. More people will like you. And I'm like, all right, I'll do that,
Well, because spaces, I guess if you're, Twitter people don't come to YouTube to watch a YouTube live. Right. They'll watch your videos, but they'll see that you're live and they're like, I don't got time for that bullshit.
Sorry, I got to close the door. Oh yeah, I got people here.
It's all good.
Oh, that's the weed guy. All right, so we got to move on, man. I got a couple of really interesting comments here, so I want to do this. So, Big Fiji, wow, this is like out of the gate. Thanks for the super chat. Holy cow, man! I could stop now.
Half of that's mine, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I'll pay you later. I'll pay you.
It says Austin and Scott. So 48.98 of that is mine.
I'm not sharing a nickel. That crap. Okay. So have you heard of this Banana Task Force, Scott? Banana Task Force Ape new company. Yeah, that's a lot of words. New project.
Banana Task Force. Yeah. Well, Ape is like the new thing ever since Meme Kong came out. Now everyone's doing like Kong, whatever. Well, actually, I guess Ape is more from Bored Ape Yacht Club, but.
Yeah, well, I will. So Big Fiji, thanks for that. I will check it out and have my people look at it. Have you heard of this one, Scott?
Banana. I haven't actually.
Writing it down. Hold on. Banana. That's a lot of words, man. Banana task.
I know, right? That's a lot of words.
All right, cool. Big Fiji, thanks for this. Thanks for that, man. I'm appreciate the super chat. I had one earlier that I wanted to get your opinion on. Where was it? Somebody had said in here, hey, they're just graduating college. Oh, here we go. Look at this. This is actually a really good question. Graduating college in May, any advice for a young adult entering this economic world, Austin? So this could be like a 2-hour live stream in and of itself. I would tell you that absolutely start your 401k immediately, diversify, do the right things from that standpoint. Get your feet into buy some baseline stocks, maybe some index funds that track to the S&P 500. As far as crypto, I mean, my view on crypto, and Scott, I want your view on this as well, is like if you have $1,000, just to use that, whatever the amount is, if you're going to, which I do advise investing in crypto, take $1,000 and put about 60% of that in Bitcoin, Ethereum, the big guys. The next 20%, buy some Solana, Polkadot, and then hold up about 20% to do kind of some more speculative stuff. So that's all I really have. But real quick, Scott, what's your opinion on this? This is a really interesting question.
I mean, I'm a gambling man. I'm like,
I know you're more of a gambler, so
that shit's gonna take way too long. Let me give you some tokens that are about to go parabolic.
You got 2 minutes. Go 2 minutes. What would you say?
Well, okay. Well,
coming out of college,
all jokes aside, I am in my relationship with my wife. I am the saver. Okay, so I have all the money in the bank. And I'm always saving. She's always wanting to spend. And that's fine because now there's a little more fun in my life since I met my wife, because she's like, let's go here. Let's go here. And in the beginning, I was like, no, don't touch my savings account.
Right.
But that money just sitting there isn't gonna do anything, if you die tomorrow, right? So you got to be able to spend your money a bit more. Me personally, I like to be a bit more aggressive with my investing, which doesn't mean I don't do my due diligence and research to ensure that I'm putting my money in the right spots.
Yep.
So for someone like me, I would do the same thing as you, right? I would find like some safer investments. But let's say, instead of doing like a 60-40 split, 60% being the safe, I would do the 60% being a bit more aggressive.
But you know what's funny? I think it's relative to age, Scott, to your point. Younger, you can definitely be more aggressive younger. I mean, I think that's a really good point you bring up for somebody like Matt, who's coming out of college. I was more aggressive when I was younger. Now my wife is definitely like in our stocks and stuff. She wants like 6 to 9% return, kind of your standard stuff, and so, but yeah, I think that. So there you go.
I always kind of live by the scared money don't make money motto.
I agree. Yeah.
Which is, from a rap song, I believe.
So I've got you here. And so we, of course, got to talk about this. Hey, thanks just from Jeff. Thoughts on the current state of Saitama. I'm going to let you go because you're, by the way, still holding my bag. I'm still here watching. Oh crap, man, I got to let him in. Damn it. I was hoping he wouldn't show up.
What's up?
We got to end the stream.
It's Mr. 305.
Thank you for coming by. Wait a minute. We're all shutting you down now. Pitbull's in the house.
What's up, dude? Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Okay, hold on a minute. Before before we get into this one, I got to show you this. Look at this one. Here we go. There, Big Fiji. Oh, this is for only Austin, not you.
That's fine. I'll give you my PayPal so you can send me mine.
I will. I'll get that. I'll get that to you.
Now we got to split it 3 ways with Zach.
Well, Zach doesn't get shit,
Yeah, screw Zach. Okay. He was late.
Screw him. Okay, so Scott, you're on, man. Current state of Saitama.
And I watch a lot of our friends' videos like Bleaves and Sandstorm, and they talk a lot about how Saitama is going to have a hard time surpassing 12 and 13, right? Because a lot of people bought at the bottom and they're kind of like getting out as soon as they see the chat start to pump a little bit. And we're seeing that happening again and again and again. We start going up 12, 13, boom, right back down. 12, 13, boom, right back down. And unfortunately, we're going to have to deal with that until Saitama starts putting out some really, really solid news, right? So we got Fang Art around the corner, which is looking great. We got Wolfcaster Studios, which is looking great. We got Seda Realty tomorrow, followed by Lucky Roo Token, probably a week or 2 weeks later. So as long as the launch for Seda Realty goes well tomorrow, I think that'll be the first step in towards them being able to regain this momentum, because Saitama still has a lot of diehard holders. I still have my bag as well.
Right.
But we don't have that, big energy that we had leading up to Vegas. We need to get that energy back. And that's only going to happen with like Seda Realty rolling out successfully and getting on some big exchanges. Now, if we get on a top 5 exchange, which I think Russ has kind of been like hinting towards, he's been talking about big exchanges lately. If we can start to get on some big exchanges, I think that's going to reinstill a lot of confidence in people who are still holding and people who sold to maybe not because they don't like the project, but they just kind of made a decision without any emotion. And they said, you know what? Saitama is kind of chilling. I'm going to take my money out. I'm going to go over here, try to make more money. And then maybe I'll come back once things look bullish again. And I feel like people need to understand that, right? Like not all of the money that's leaving Saitama isn't because people are pissed. There's definitely people that are pissed and they left. But there's also a lot of smart investors who are saying, I know how to read a chat. There's no bullish news. We're not in the bull cycle yet. We're still in a bear market. So why am I just going to let this money sit here when I could be doubling it or tripling it over here? And then I'll come back and have a bigger position.
Yep. So Zach, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, that's a lot. Man, I don't even know where to start. Okay, so I still hold some Saitama, but I took profits. I mean, I've been on the record about this. I took profits back in November. I do think it could come back. In order for it to get back to all-time highs, it's gonna take a lot. It's gonna take a lot of new investors coming in, new whales coming in. A lot of the whales left the building. But to Scott's point, they could come back. And here's the thing, Russ has done some things right along the way, but he's also made some mistakes. He talked about major exchanges back in July 2021. So a lot of investors remember that. And it hasn't been delivered. And like a lot of things. I mean, let's just be fair. Let's be honest. And Saitama helped my channel significantly, and people can knock me or what, but you got to keep it real, in my opinion. And if I'm keeping it real, it hasn't been great the last several months since Vegas, really. Right? Because everybody thought they're going to get a working product, and we didn't. And Cider Realty is supposed to launch tomorrow, but we still don't have a working app for everybody.
Yeah, the liquidity needs to balance out, and that's going to take time, unfortunately. Yeah. So aside from connecting your wallet directly and then trading that way with your Saitama, because I wanted to buy inside SaitaMask as well. Like I sent $2,000 over in ETH, and I'm like trying to buy Saitama with it, and you only can do like $100 to $200 worth at a time, right? And that sucks. And unless somebody injects like $20 million worth of liquidity into the SaitaMask, we're gonna have this problem until things start to balance out. They will eventually, but it's gonna take some time. So it's like okay, but like at the same time though, you can still connect your MetaMask or your Trust or whatever and trade that way. So it's not like you're totally shit out of luck there, right? So, but I agree with you.
I think the staking is a big one too. I mean, so here's how I've always thought about SaitaMask. For me, just me personally, I don't think SaitaMask was ever going to bring in new investors. I think SaitaMask was for the already existing investors who held their Saitama, lots of Saitama, on Uniswap, and they wanted to come over and migrate it over to SaitaMask to take advantage, at least in my opinion, for the dynamic staking.
Oh, yeah.
When I was out in Vegas, Austin and I were both out in Vegas. That's what stood out to me. Yeah. Well, I got all this Saitama. Wait a minute. I can pull it over here and put it in SaitaMask and earn all these rewards, the dynamic staking. Hell yeah. That's what I was most excited about. Otherwise, what the hell do I need to move it for?
Well, the real thing that people have to understand at this point is that Saitama is more of a longer term investment at this point, right? Yeah. We've already had that massive parabolic run up. We still can delete zeros, but it's going to take time for the utility that Saitama is building out to have another big parabolic run.
I mean, it's exactly, Scott, and Zach, you remember this. It's almost exactly a parallel to where Shiba Inu was back in like March, April, May. Well, no, May, June, July-ish last year. It's kind of similar. We're in this kind of no man's land, if you will. I mean, yes, Cider Realty and all that's coming. I mean, I do see, Scott, to your point, I do see some positive coming out with the catalyst, Cider Realty, things of that nature, Fang. I mean, what I do applaud them is that they're executing on other fronts. SaitaMask, I think you did an eloquent job, both of you guys there, of stating kind of what's going on, liquidity, et cetera. Obviously, we all know that it could have been handled better. I think the biggest thing one of the biggest thing for what's happened with Saitama is the expectation that the expectations of, they say this is going to happen, it doesn't really happen, and then where the hell are we? I think that they've got to manage that better going forward. And because at the end of the day, that's what it really is about. What information they put out there that we all get to talk about, and then thus everybody, gets to hear about, and then nothing comes to fruition, in certain contexts, and I wish they would do, and hopefully they do a better job of deliver on whatever they say they're going to do. And at the end of the day, it comes down to one word outside of everything else: exchanges. We've got to get exchanges, because exchanges, I've never understood their attitude towards, I go back in time. I remember it. They were envisioning SideOfMask being a competitor or an exchange killer. They didn't use those words. That's my words, where you didn't need an exchange. But at the end of the day, I'm sorry, that's not true. You've got to have exchanges globally that reduce the barrier for somebody, in freaking Germany who wants to buy in a local exchange to be able to buy it. Period.
Exactly. I mean, Austin, that's exactly my point too. To bring in new investors, it's the exchanges. Then certainly once they get into the ecosystem, or they learn more about what Saitama is doing, then you move them over to SideOfMask and show them all the benefits of coming over to SideOfMask. But think about a totally new investor. What's the likelihood of a totally new investor into crypto finding out about Saitama on SideOfMask versus Coinbase or Binance or crypto.com? I mean, it's not true. It's just not.
It's not. I mean, those exchanges, I mean, I talk about it every day with Shiba Inu. It's the exact same thing for Saitama. It's that's why Shiba Inu is so successful. It's because they got Binance, and then the rest of the dominoes fell, and they have over 100 global exchanges, to hundreds of millions of people can buy that token. Period. Drop the mic, walk out of the damn room. And Saitama, I think, can still get there. And one way or the other, it's just they have got to get exchanges. And I realize we all know how this game is played. Exchanges every single one of them is different. They're all difficult. Sometimes you got to pay money, all that stuff. We all understand that, but they should be doing more exchanges. So that's what we got on the Saitama thing. All right.
I agree.
I got to get this one. So I did go in last night, bought 19 grand. I threw it up on worth of ApeCoin. I finally was like, I'm sorry for the dogs, by the way. Somebody's here. And so, but I did do this. So, Scott, what's your opinion? ApeCoin, is it BS? Is it a top 20 token eventually? I mean, it's damn near close now. What's your opinion? And then obviously, Zach, yourself.
Well, we're sitting at 13. I feel like it's if I'm gonna buy it, I want to try to get it closer to 10 or a little under 10. I just think it's gonna take some time for this coin to really take off. Also, how much token did the Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT holders get? And is it noticeable yet in the chat that they're selling or taking profits or shaving it off? Or
Zach, I haven't really been paying attention to the chart. I don't think it really is noticeable per se. And I think they hit so big, so fast, all the global, there's tons of top exchanges, et cetera. I don't think it's going to really impact it that much.
Yeah, I mean, they got $2.5 million in liquidity. So even big sales at this point aren't going to terribly crash the chat. 35,000 holders. I mean, that's pretty crazy.
I know, man.
No, Scott, I think it's a good question. So from what I saw, man, was day one. So what happened was all these people got airdropped, right? So you had to hold like a Bored Ape, and then what was the other one? Mutant Ape, and then there was
right?
And then a kennel. There's some kennel.
You had to have all three to get.
No, there was different. If you go to their website, it'll show you. If you have one Bored Ape, you get it. You got 250 coins. If you had this and a mutant, you got 4,000. And so some people got thousands and thousands and thousands if they held 8 Bored Apes and 12 mutants, right? But I think what happened was, if you see that day one chart, it pumped like crazy. But then everybody got their airdrop, and then it dumped like crazy. So in my opinion, I think anybody who wanted to just get the hell out and take the money and run and just continue to hold their NFT probably already did. And, that's why I was able to get in there at like $6.50, because it literally ran all the way up to like, I don't even know what the number was. It's different depending on where you look, like $40, $35, whatever. And it went crazy, but then it came all the way back down to almost like $5. And I just happened to be live on the air when it was like way down there. I'm like, shit, I guess this is a good time to buy it. So I got
what's going to be the utility for it?
They're building out like Web3 platforms, and really, I mean, it's I think it's just going to be like a huge community that's going to be like Web3, decentralized, and just, I don't know. I mean, I think they're still working it out, but they've already got this huge network of people in the Bored Apes, and it's like this exclusive group, right? So I think they could pretty much do whatever the hell they want with it. I mean, honestly, what it looked like, I don't know. But
yeah, but here's the thing: you can almost take, Scott. You asked the right question. I when it first came out, I'm like, what's the utility? And I'm first, I mean, their website not great, apecoin.com or whatever. It's like, what the hell? There's nothing there. It really is. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be the governing token DAO, blah blah blah.
DAO, yeah,
you know, all this kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, what part of the reason I bought in, like I'm right here. I'm like, I'm 1398 or some crap. I mean, damn near right there at the high. Yay, that's me. I timed it perfectly. But I think why I ended up pulling the trigger is I felt like, here's what it is. They are going to execute one way or the other, but the media has already gotten onto them. They've already hit mainstream consciousness globally. The BAYC brand, Yuga Labs, is now valued at $4 billion. I mean, I'll ask you this, Scott. What token or coin has ever launched and went live day one on freaking crypto.com and Coinbase? That shit doesn't happen.
No, it doesn't happen.
And so to me, that like right there is like, all right, holy crap, they are so well connected. And then finally, you've got project after project, like different metaverse projects who are all standing up with their hands up going, we'll take ApeCoin. We'll take ApeCoin. We're going to do that. And I think that's it. I mean, to me, that's literally the synopsis of why I'm like, all right, I at least want to be on this ride. Oh, by the way, I think it's a top 20. I think the value is going to keep going up. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I definitely do want to get some. It's going to be worth holding for sure. There's too much media behind it, like you said, to not hold any of this token.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, to me, it's damn near a media play. I mean, and the utility is there and will continue to be whatever it is. But to me, this is a media play, really, at the end of the day. All right, let me go back to this little bad boy right here. Let's see what else we got. All right, so let me see what else we got to talk about. Okay, so as far as kind of overall state of the union, Scott, what's on your brain right now? What are you looking at? What are you seeing as kind of some stuff happening, projects, whatever? What's top of mind for you right now? And then same thing for you, Zach.
Well, the most bullish project I'm on right now is WAGMI. You guys know that. We talk about it every day. We saw a lot of money come into WAGMI last night, like a lot. When we jumped back up over our all-time high, which was, let's see right here. Let me pull up my chat while you pull up yours.
Yep.
We're sitting at like 5.2 right now. And
yeah,
a lot.
5.4. Yeah, I got 5.4, but yeah. Yep.
These guys have been working, as you know, if for people who don't watch my channel, I partnered with WAGMI about 3 weeks ago. We were sitting at a $1.4 million market cap, and I've basically been on the grind every single day, getting as much information out there as I can about this project, because they got their NFTs dropping on Saturday. For if you're whitelisted, you can pick them up. Then by like Monday, it's open to the general public. They got the MVP version of the game coming in like 2 weeks. And then if you hold one of those NFTs, you can beta test the game until it launches to the public about 30 to 45 days later.
Yeah, but hold on, Scott. I want to go back to something you just said. The game is coming. I mean, holy shit. It's not like here. The game's coming a year from now, right?
Yeah, it's here. It's already here.
Here.
These guys signed a 12-month, $500,000 contract with Cubics back, in late November, and they're like, get to work. And so I actually had somebody reply to me because I was posting on Hennock's Twitter page, and I sent him a DM, and he's like, he wants to learn more about the project. And I'm like, well, okay. And then people are like, stop shilling shit tokens. Look at this chart. And when you pull up the chart, you can.
What the hell? I'm having issues here. WAGMI, right? I mean,
yeah, I actually had the same issue yesterday too.
There it is. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So they're like, look at the chart. It hasn't done anything for 3 months. And I was like, yeah, that was part of the plan. They launched the token and then they got to work on the game. They didn't launch the token and say game's coming in 6 years, but you should buy us right now and hold. They launched the token, worked on the game. And so we actually had a Twitter space, and we were talking about the advertising. So one of the devs, Ian, he owned an advertising agency. He sold it for like $15 million a few years back. Anyways, when he would run his ads for the companies that went through him, he would spend like $700,000 a month with Google. So he was telling everyone how they actually had a meeting with Google, with his representatives that he's worked with for years, to start figuring out how to get these crypto ads, approved for Google. And so the head of the ad department came in the room to learn more about this. And to make a long story short, WAGMI got whitelisted. Any ads they want to run on Google, they'll go through right away.
Yeah, after that's unheard of.
It's unheard of. And that only happened because these guys already had a relationship with Google from the past, from previous businesses. So,
but let's put some meat around that, Scott. I mean, some people might be going, well, that doesn't really matter. Yes, it does matter. It means they're already ready to go with Google ads to drive adoption of people playing the game, coming into the ecosystem, all that. And they're going to spend marketing dollars to go out and market the game. Period.
Exactly. And on top of that, this game is modeled. So for people who don't know what a tower defense game is, it's literally the crypto version of Clash Royale. Okay. It's aliens versus humans. And obviously it's NFTs, it's crypto, and it's modeled after Clash Royale, which is one of the most played, most downloaded mobile games in existence. So
my son played it.
Yeah. We actually talked about that. I played it for a long time too, So you're bringing a game into the market that for a fact, based on the success of Clash Royale, people of all ages will already know how to play. So the learning curve is very small. And we talk about this quite a bit in our Twitter spaces. A lot of these crypto games are coming out and they're like, look at us. Look how crazy we are. Look how complicated we are. And most people were like, oh, I'm not ready for that.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to get started. Also, I don't want to spend $500 just to play a game, a crypto game. You can buy an Xbox for $500.
Right.
That's not what's happening here.
Also, I'll point out that it is on both sides of the proverbial fence. So it's Ethereum and obviously on the BSC side. So, I mean, I applaud them for that too. It's multi-chain. So if you're worried about gas fees, et cetera. By the way, on a side note, Scott mentioned that he is a brand ambassador for WAGMI. Zach and I are also now, brand ambassadors for these guys and have formed a partnership. Part of it, I have to give Scott credit, was Scott coming to me and him and explaining to what these guys are doing. But I was like, the reason I'm like, absolutely, I want to cover this, and I invest in my own money. I'm not. We got to end now because Jazz is here. We got to go home. All right, hold on, Jazz.
What's up, bro?
We're talking about WAGMI, man. But it's that partnership level. But it's like, they did. Scott, to your point, they did the work, and now they're coming out, and now they're hitting mainstream and all that, and it's a cool game. And but to your point, I think they're entering into that. The section of the video games where it's the I'm bored, I want to go play a game market. That's the biggest slice of the video game market there is. It's there's actually a term. What is it, Scott?
The biggest
that section of the video game market.
Oh, esports.
Not esports.
Sector.
Yeah, it's like I got 15 minutes to play the video game.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure the term, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing, and a lot of people, like, for example, I like to watch the Super Bowl. I like to watch whatever. A lot of these esports, like tournaments, the amount of money generated there, like dwarfs what the Super Bowl makes. Like, I don't think people quite understand how much money funnels into gaming. Just like all my anime stuff, people are like, you watch anime? And I'm like, oh, you mean I'm into $1 billion industry that's global? Yeah, actually I am. Much. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I got pops that are worth like $4,000 because of how rare they are, because of how successful anime is, So it's like, clearly there's a lot of action here. And at the end of the day, smart investors, whether you like gaming or not, if you're a smart investor and you look at the numbers, that's where you're putting your money.
But that, Scott, that's a valid point. I'm not I will play the game, but I looked at it more from the investment side. And I also know my sons played Clash Royale. My wife's played Clash Royale. I had a buddy of mine who's very, very successful. He would go every single day into his Clash Royale to collect his treasure. And this is a guy who's I'm not cheating.
Yeah,
he's
man.
worth millions of dollars. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, man?
I log into my.
Like, I got to go collect my little treasure chest. I'm like, are you kidding me? You know, he's like, but that's the point, right?
Because if you have like a daily login bonus, like I play Dokkan Battle on my phone, it's a Dragon Ball Z game. If I don't log in every day and get my daily login bonus, I feel like I'm taking advantage of. And then it says like consecutive login day. I had like 989 consecutive login days, and then some shit happened. And
Jesus,
wow.
And then I didn't log in. And then it's like the next day, I'm like, shit, I didn't log in. Day 1, consecutive login day. No, what the hell? Can I just go back? I lost it. I was like, I'm almost at 1,000. Motherfucker. You know, but,
all right, wait a minute. I gotta pander to the audience. Guys, hit the like button. We got 300 plus people here. Let's get to 170 likes. Woohoo! All right. Jazz, man, welcome to the house, man. It's good to have you.
What is up, guys? Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah,
I was watching a little earlier. I'm like, man, I gotta hop on this show, man. I was tuned into the part where Scott was talking about the East Coast come up, you know, so he knows how to handle the Twitter beef and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, Zach, you missed that. I don't know if you saw that. Like Scott and I were talking about like Twitter Spaces, and I'm like, man, Scott, you get in and you love the feud, and you know, and by the way, Zach's kind of the same way. You know,
gotta embrace it, man.
It's time to stop being polite and start getting real.
Yeah, there is true.
I actually had that was my line in the introduction to my season of Real World. Like you have like the show, like you know what the beginning of the show, the intro. Yeah, that was me. It's time to stop being polite. I'm gonna clip that shit and I'm just gonna post it on Twitter.
Clip that shit. Hey, we gotta give that. So, Jazz, here you go, man. Some free advertising for you.
Oh, I appreciate you, man.
So guys, Jazz he's up and coming, man. He's only got a little under 4,000 subscribers. Go give him a like and obviously a subscribe. Get on his channel, man. He's doing some good stuff.
Thank you so much, man.
Yeah, man. But that's what it's about, guys. I mean, like that's what I love about Sandstorm and Scott and Zach and everybody, and Awesome Austin and Believes how we're all helping each other. So guys, go over and just all you got to do is go to YouTube and just type in Jazz Royce. There you go, and you'll find his channel. But definitely subscribe to him. He's doing some cool shit. All right, that's enough of that.
So Thank you, man.
Yeah, man. So let's see. We got some. So Zach, I didn't get to. So Scott did his. It was WagMe. Zach, who do you like now? What are you looking at?
Dude, honestly, today, like my first video, because usually I'm trying to put like one little video out, like when I'm walking out to my car or in my car before I do my live stream in the morning. And it's like usually just like whatever I'm thinking, like top of the morning. And like today, man, I'm thinking like, is this bull run getting ready to start? Like,
man, or is this going to be $1 question?
I think so. We got tax returns coming in, right?
Yeah, true.
Like,
I mean, the only thing is we've seen this little surge right before where it like jumps up to like 42, 43, but then we dial back down to like 37, 38. Yeah. But we've like actually been here for a little while now. I mean, over the past, like 7 to 10 days, we're like in $42,000 range Bitcoin. Ethereum's kind of hovering over 3K now. Like, are we getting ready for like this next big push? Like that's kind of what's on my mind right now.
That is a good one. Well, hey, I wanted to show this to you guys. So I don't know if Scott, you saw this, or Jazz, you saw this. Article. So by the way, cryptonews.net, Jazz, I know Scott's aware of this. I think this is a really cool aggregator. It's a news aggregator. So this is like where I'll go first in the morning, Jazz, like cryptonews.net. And you see, like, you could type in like XRP or whoever you're looking for. But this came out yesterday, man. Look at this. Bitcoin indicators that give bullish signal that previously preceded 40% spike. So back in October, these 4 things were going on I'm about to show you that preceded that 40% spike in Bitcoin. Now, so Zach, to your point, right? It's if Bitcoin jumps and runs, we all know Ethereum, all the other altcoins will go with. But look at this right here. So I used this in videos yesterday, and I'm going to continue to talk about it because it's relevant. So right here, look, Bitcoin following an ascending support line since January 24th, validated 4 times. Technical indicators are bullish. MACD is increased in the positive territory. RSI increasing is above 50. Both these readings considered signs of bullish. Previous times this all occurred was back in October when we had a 41.6% run. So again, to Zach, thanks Zach for bringing this up. What do you think, Scott and Jazz? I mean, this is all kind of the TA looking back, right? Do we think this is kind of set the stage. And I think Zach's right, man. I mean, look, dude, we're right here. We've been here for a while. So, Dad, what's your opinion, man? I'll let you go first.
Man, I think history repeats itself. And last year was giving us a teaser of what we should expect for this year's bull run. But I think it's going to be on an even grander scale because there's so much more projects out. There is so much more money coming into crypto now, and a lot of new investors are starting to wake up and smell the coffee a lot quicker than how it was a year back.
Okay, but I'm going to play devil's advocate. You know me, I got to do this, man.
Do it.
Russia, Ukraine, and
man, Austin just dropped the bomb on my statement.
I mean, I'm not trying to give you shit and put you into the corner, man, but
yeah, you're right. You're right.
You know, it's that kind of wet blanket, man. It's the term I'm using, real technical term, right? But what do you think about that layered on top of this?
I think that because now that we have that extra pressure pushing against the markets, I believe that when it's time for us to kind of retaliate, you know, in a good way, like come back and turn bulls, it's going to come back almost like a slingshot. It's going to come back extra hard. That's the way I'm looking at it with everything that's been going on.
All right, Scott, what's your opinion?
I actually have a meme for you to post. Can I send you that on here? Streamlabs.
I don't know how to freaking do that. Send it to me on Twitter, and I'll
send it to you on Telegram. Hold on one second.
That's fine. Yep.
I want you to post this meme, and then that'll be my answer. Okay.
All right, I'll wait for that. Zach, go ahead. Your turn. Oh, he just said it. So hold on. Oh, I gotta download. Did you just send me some software that's gonna take over my stuff? What the hell?
No, it was just a nude photo, full frontal.
Dude, I'm on a Mac. It's not letting me open that crap. I don't even know what that says. .jfif. You're trying to like fish me, man.
What the heck? Hold on. Give me a second. I'll turn it into a JPEG. One second.
All right, Zach, your turn. Go ahead, man. What do you think about like what we just talked about? All that.
Yeah, man. So I'm not like a huge TA guy, but from what I was reading, the TA experts out there are calling, 46K. If we can get Bitcoin to 46K and, kind of sustain that level for a little bit, we could be in for the next push. So that's kind of the level I've been watching, telling my folks to kind of watch too. I mean, but I like how we're sustaining these levels right now. I mean, because it was usually like these little fake outs these last 3 months, right? It was like this 24-hour period, like, oh shit, it's happening. Oh shit, no, it's not.
Yeah.
And we saw that for really like the last 3 months, right? So, but it's a little different here. It's like the last 7-10 days, things are looking up. And so we'll see if it continues, man. I think here's the thing, man, no matter what, we were talking about WAGME earlier, like up 56%. No matter what, there's always a shit ton of opportunities. I don't care whether it's bull run, bear market. If you're not locked into one crypto, you're not married to one, and you're looking around, you're looking for opportunities, there's ways to make money.
Here's the
bull
thing.
market, bear market.
There is always terrible shit happening in the world. It just depends on what people want to virtue signal about that time of the week. Okay.
That's true.
Yeah.
There's always terrible things happening, but people like to virtue signal and be like, oh, I'm on top of it and I love this. It's like, okay, you care about that, but you don't care about all these other things. There's always terrible things happening. And that's not to say, obviously, we shouldn't pay attention. What's happening right now is terrible. It's horrible. But there's always horrible things happening in the world all the time. Things that we don't even know about.
Definitely.
That's true.
Yeah. That's why this tweet or this just JPEG is exactly how I feel.
I'm trying to figure out. I'm having some technical issues, so I'm trying drag it into your
browser,
your Chrome or Fire, your browser, and then it'll show up as a.
Well, that's easier said than done, dude. I'm not just JPEG, and I'm like, and I figured out.
Open a new tab on your browser and then just drag the JPEG to that tab.
You're killing me, Smalls. Hold on just a minute, man. Hold on. Let me do this.
Dude, first of all, they made a Sandlot 2, and I never watched it because I didn't want to ruin my childhood.
I know.
I didn't watch it either. Oh, man.
I'll never watch it.
All right. It ain't happening. I'm dragging it. Hold on. What the hell?
You want to just keep that picture perfect image, Scott, about how...
Yeah, dude, like, no, I don't want to... I don't want to see a new ragtag bunch of kids with all their politically correct bullshit. I want to see
the new fashion trends. And
like I don't care. I want to see all the old school. Let's go. Austin, you're killing me, small.
I mean, I can't do it, man. I'm having some issues here. So
just open a new tab and
dude, I did. I opened the damn tab and it's not dragging. I mean, I'm sitting there dragging, not shit's happening. I mean, get off me. Okay, it's basically freaking what's his name? Buffett. If stocks fall solely due to the threat of nuclear war, buy the dip. Number one, if nuclear war doesn't happen, then you make some profits. Number two, if nuclear war happens, then you won't need the money.
That's a hell of a point.
Yeah, basically, like true. buy, and if nuclear war hits, then we're all screwed.
Like, like, oh no, the market's down. I better save my money in case we go to war. Like, you're gonna die anyways. Just throw it in the market.
Anyways.
When you put it like that, might as well get it as it comes, right?
Yeah,
it's like
might as well do it. Oh man,
everything is manipulation, dude. This whole world is manipulation. The media is manipulation. Just
all that.
Put all your money in the market. Let's go.
So Bobatama, man. So Bobatama, thanks to this Bobatomic for a super chat. Much love from the Bobatama. Please tune into our live. They've got a live AMA coming. So definitely Bobatama's doing some stuff, man. They're definitely out there. So this is cool. So thanks for the super chat. I appreciate you. All right. So I think we covered everybody, their thoughts. So yep. All right. Let me see what we got.
You know what would be good actually? Guzzler is coming out with their next beta here in the next like few weeks. I was talking to their team yesterday. If you take a look at their chat, it looks, and Zach will appreciate this, it looks a lot like a Gala chart, right? Where it traded sideways for a while and then bullish news drops and we see a massive increase. So it's trading sideways in the 50s, like 50 to 53. But I was talking to the Guzzler devs yesterday. I'm like, hey guys, what's going on? So they actually have the next beta coming out where as you're racing each other, there's in-game voice, so you can actually talk smack while you're racing.
Like Xbox type of thing.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm like, oh, you're bringing back that old school Xbox vibe.
Yeah.
They got their 10,000 car mint coming soon.
Cool.
And you're going to be able to mint up to like 8 at once. And they were able to get the mint ready so that you're not paying like a lot of additional gas. Let's say for like, if you mint one car, it's like $30 in gas. If you mint two, the additional gas is like $1 or something like that.
How the hell did you figure that out? That's pretty cool.
Dude, because they have their entire minting engine, and that's what makes Guzzler so insane, right? Like a lot of people look at Guzzler and they're like, oh, it's just another car racing game. Well, it's not, because all of the cars are NFTs, all of the upgrades are NFTs, and you're constantly reminting that car as you're customizing it. And they've been able to get their minting engine in such a way where it's not costing you an arm and a leg every time in gas when you do it. And there's a lot of other tokens that are trying to use or work with, the Asha team to use the Guzzler minting engine for their games as like a basis. So
right.
Yeah, these guys are actually
Guzzler's
we're gonna be
next level. They try to be the speed of crypto.
Dude, if you haven't seen, if you go to their Twitter page, they posted a video. I reposted it on my Twitter of like what the graphics look like right now for the next rendition.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit, dude, you can play this on mobile. I have them on my phone right now. You can play the mobile version. See? Guzzler right there.
Guzzler, yep. No, and yeah, it's like right here. I mean,
look at that. Look at the interface. Like, these guys are not messing around. And you can get 100 million Guzzler right now for like $6,000. And the max bag is 1%, which is 1 billion. It's insane.
Well, it's to your point though. I mean, and like, are you doing an AMA with them, like peyote, and they coming on and stuff like that?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna be hosting the next tournament, which should be here in like a week or two. And I have, obviously, you guys know I have Jane, my Camaro. I've only been driving her in the game. I'm still waiting on my engine. Austin, you got like an Audi R8, I believe. Does Zach have a car?
Dang, I feel.
I don't know if I have one yet.
Yeah, dude, Zach, I saw like a legit 1990 Ford Escort with your name on it.
Why are you gonna do Zach like that with the Escort, man?
Actually, should be a Honda Accord.
Honda Civic.
Honda Civic.
Yeah, it's a 305 and it's Honda Civic. Dude, can I tell you? So you guys
don't roast me, man.
Oh, there you go.
Let's go.
With the shades. Bust
guys,
out the shades, Zach.
So obviously, I'm from up north, right? So like. you know, when you live up north and you like, 'cause I've always had a Camaro. I had an '84 Camaro that I rebuilt with my dad. That was my summer car.
Ooh, okay.
So we always had winter beaters, right? So you just buy a piece of shit car, and it's like you drive it in the winter, and if it survives, you drive it next winter. If it doesn't, you just throw it away because it was like $500. So I had a 1994 Escort one year, and I beat the absolute living piss out of this car. But it was such a shitty car, right? That like if it snowed or rained in the wintertime, and then overnight it got cold, I couldn't open the doors because they would just freeze shut.
No.
And so like I remember going into high school, coming out, you know, after school, and just like having to climb in through the hatch because I couldn't get the damn doors open.
I can't believe this, man.
You know, people looking at me like, you know, who the hell is this kid? And then like in college, I had a '87 Honda Accord, right? And like for whatever reason, the battery would just die all the time. Like I don't know. And I fixed cars. Like what the hell is wrong with this car? So the college I went to was a bunch of like, you know, uptight douchebags that drove mommy and daddy's Mercedes and BMW.
No.
You know, all these assholes are probably working at McDonald's right now because they never paid attention in class. So screw them. Anyways, so like I would go to the parking lot like at least twice a week, and I always drive a stick shift, and fucking car won't start. So I'd have to push my car I would purposely park in the back so I would have enough room to push my car out of the space and then push start it so I could get the hell out of there.
Dang, Scott.
Wow.
You went through it, man.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? Here's the cool thing. You have Scott on as an AMA as the host. You don't have to talk. You just let him go.
Yeah, just let me take over. That's why I get half those live chats.
I know.
That's my money. I want it now.
Yeah. Hey, look. Everybody, please go hit me up on WhatsApp because this is really me, and I'm trying.
They're really trying this right now.
I'm trying to scam you. Please.
That
please
40
go
ETH
here
I just
now.
sent wasn't you?
Yeah, please go here now. Hit me up on WhatsApp right here, right now, please. And by the way, I'm completely lying to you guys. I hate this crap. These are scammers, guys. Don't pay attention. None of us reach out to anybody. None of us are trying to text you or tweet you or whatever, or DM you and all that crap. Don't fall for this crap. Please don't. All right,
Austin, I had
while you're on live.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Dude, I had like 13 people make fake Twitter accounts about me last week, right?
Yep.
And so people are sending them. And so I did a post and it got a lot of engagement. I said, listen, if I ever reach out to you asking about crypto or wallets or whatever on Twitter, respond asking for tasty dick pics. And if it really is me, I will respond and it'll be funny. If it's not, I guarantee they'll leave you alone. So people started sending me photos of them asking for tasty dick pics. So funny.
But see, that's my point. That is Scott Herman in a nutshell. I would never even think to do that. And Scott, that's you right there, right? I mean, you know, so that's funny as shit. All right.
You know, I have a very serious side.
Yeah.
But I like to have fun. Like, you know, I'm never gonna grow up. That's my motto. Like,
no, you're not. That's good. All right. I mean, I don't even know what do you do after tasty dick pics? I mean, come on. I mean, where do you go from there?
Spending some alone time in the bathroom, I guess. I don't know.
I got that Twitter after dark thing down pat, man.
And there's people over there that are like going, "Oh my God, Austin just said tasty dick pics."
And they're trying to clip that one section.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big
that'll be all over Twitter, bro.
That's gonna be an NFT
the whole time.
Wait, you want to know what's funny too, right? Because like for those of you who are just watching me, don't know me, like I have a wife, I have a daughter, and I see so much of my personality injected into them ever since, you know, because my daughter's my stepdaughter, so I met her when she was 11. She's 22 now. I see so much of my personality injected into her, and I love it. Just from like just constant talking shit, you know. And so, but it's good. Like you have to know how to engage. Like we live in a world right now where people are so afraid to just, you know, bust balls and interact and just like get friendly. You know, like you gotta have that friendliness about it, or life is boring.
Funny as shit.
That's true.
Every time my son's 13, every time he does something now that kind of pisses me off, my wife looks at me. You know why that pisses you off? Because that's you. That's you talking to yourself. I'm like, Fuck, you're right.
I'm gonna just go outside.
Oh, man. There we go. What is this? Austin will have tasty dick pics. People are gonna start sending me this shit now. Oh my god, I'm in so much.
Dude, can I tell you guys something funny? So
no, you can't do that. It's not allowed.
So when I was living in New York, I did a lot of like advocate stuff for the LGBT community, especially after my season of Real World, because we worked with the LGBT Center a lot in New York. And so there was an event for an organization called GLAD, right? And so I was there, and like obviously, they had me like in a Speedo or something that, it was like a hosting event. It was weird. Anyways, it was cool. So anyways, I'm taking photos with people, whatever. And then so somebody took a photo of me standing there, and I have like the Speedo on. Oh, I think it was the bathing suit was one of the designers. That's why they wanted me to wear it. Anyways, somebody so perfectly photoshopped a massive like boner on me standing there that somebody sent it to me, and I thought it was real. And I'm like, when the hell did this happen? I was like, and I was like, oh, the curve is totally wrong. It doesn't curve that way. Like, thank God. I'm like, did I like get drunk and this happened?
Oh shit!
People do some funny stuff on the internet.
Dude, I mean, this is supposed to be crypto. We are so far away from crypto. This is just funny.
Scott gonna have his own Real World segment, Twitter edition, man. I see it coming.
Man.
I see it coming.
Like Ben Bain says, like for Scott's bedtime stories.
Oh man, I mean, no kidding. I mean, like I said, God, you need to come on every live stream. Then I can just sit here and laugh at your ass. This is funny as shit. Oh, man.
John Freeman says Scott's stepdaughter is 22. He looks 25.
I thought you were in your 30s, man. I'm not gonna lie.
I'll be 38 in October.
Okay,
Yeah.
there you go. Well, I thought like early 30s.
October. I love that when his accent.
Oh, what's up, Costas? Costas is part of my crew.
Yeah, it's funny. Oh man, cracking me up, dude. Oh shit. All right. What do y'all crypto? What do y'all want to talk about? I don't even know what to say. I'm kind of like at a loss.
What do you got? Are you guys gonna do something in regards to Cider Realty, or you think that's just a dead horse already? Like, what do you guys think with that?
Oh, I'm gonna get it for sure.
Yeah,
I still have money waiting for it, so I'm
Here's the thing, like Realty is Russell's specialty. Russell has owned property way before he even started Saitaba, right? Like that's his forte. So I have a lot of confidence that they will be able to do good things with Cider Realty. So, I mean, and you got to look at things like obviously the whole Lily Finance fiasco that happened and them leaving. Yeah. I always try to see the reason why things happen. I've noticed my entire life when bad shit happens to me, or if things that happen to me at the time that I think are bad, looking back a few months or years later, I see how that actually was a good thing. And I see what path it took me down, right? Yeah, so with Lily Finance leaving, and then we all know what happened with the Lily Finance launch. We all know what happened, since all of that. I won't get into it now, but you saw my video with Justin from TARP, Totally a Rug Pull.
Yeah.
If that happened on SataMask, it would have been absolutely terrible. That whole situation, terrible. Del Crypto quit as soon as the token dropped. All that stuff, terrible for Saitaba. Saitaba don't need that. We got enough shit we got to worry about to get back on track.
Right.
But at least with Cider Realty, it's in their wheelhouse, and they are in total control of that token. So I have a lot of confidence with Russ. And then following up Cider Realty is going to be Lucky Roo.
Yeah, that's right.
I've been talking to these Lucky Roo guys since January. They really like the third guy in my trio on my team, Jay. They love Jay. They talk shit all day long, and we've gotten to know these guys really well. We did a live stream. I don't know if you guys saw it with Dez and Dean, and somebody posted a super chat, and Dean is bald and he has a beard, and they're like, "Does your bald head make you combat ready?" Dude, these guys are we were just chatting like we are now. And they have this incredible token that's coming, and they're launching it on SataMask. And a lot of people are upset with SataMask. Why? Because, the swap was turned on, then it was turned off. And they said, hey, we're going to try to get rid of these front end bots and all this stuff. The reason why Lucky Roo is launching through SataMask is because the front end bots won't kill their weekly draw they're going to do. So I don't know if you guys know this, but Lucky Roo is going to have a weekly draw. As long as you hold a $500 worth of Lucky Roo token, you're entered into this draw, which is, I think, is like 1% of the volume or something like that.
Yeah.
If they were to do that through Uniswap, they would get killed by these bots.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But on ZetaMask, they have control. So like, things happen for a reason, and that's why if you take emotion out of the equation, you can think more clearly and strategize.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Got it, man. Cool. So this one's, I guess, Zach, you touched on this earlier, Volt versus Shib Toro.
Volt, baby.
I mean, why does it have to be either of them? I mean, to me, they're both different, and they both have different merits and different things. So, Zach, I'm throwing this grenade at you. Volt, I mean, so when did you touch on this?
This was earlier this morning on my live stream. People were kind of doing like this or that, which, I mean, I agree with you. I hold both of them, but Volt is on a big dip right now too, by the way. So if you're looking at that or looking to get an entry point, it might be a decent spot. But I said over the next like 3 to 4 months, I'd rather have Shib Toro, and it wasn't a shade or anything at Volt. It was just they're so new. They're only like a month old, 5 weeks old, versus Volt's been around a little bit. Maybe it's had its run up a little bit.
Yeah.
Whereas like Shib Toro, like if we're looking at like the next 3 to 4 months, like which one could 3 to 5x? What's more likely? I would say just Shib Toro because it's just not as mature yet. It's not as big of a market cap yet.
Yeah.
But I like both of them.
Yeah, both are really, really good projects. I mean, for sure. So we guys, Mo, we already covered WAGMI at
Oh, what's up,
here.
Mo?
It's Mo. Yep, we already covered it, man. Definitely fans. Love what they're doing. We went into that, Mo, really quite a bit.
Mo
Jazz,
is loving WAGMI.
Jazz, we didn't really get to hear your opinion on WAGMI. Are you in it, or do you like it? Have you know?
I'm actually not in. I got into the chat just as you guys were going over, so I was kind of being enlightened. I'm like, oh snap,
dude! I tell you what, I got to give Mr. Herman up there props. He called me. He called Zach. He made us aware of it. It wasn't even on my radar.
Really?
Well, it's not a slam against WAGMI. There's thousands of projects, right?
Yeah, every day,
and a lot of them, and I think what really truly got my attention, Scott, and I've said this, is that, and then same thing Zach said, is that they quietly went about their business. They built the damn game, and now they're coming out with it, and now they're starting to hit critical mass. I love that.
I feel like that's how it should be.
Period.
You should see more of that.
That's it.
And here's the thing, right? The Genesis NFTs, there's only 3,022 of them. You can mint 2 max per wallet. They drop Saturday.
Yep.
Once this game hits critical mass in the in-game volume, because remember, you can wager tokens, you can stake, you can level up the NFT, all this stuff. Once the in-game volume hits critical mass, remember, 10% of that volume is redistributed to Genesis NFT holders. So the residuals that you stand to make, if this game goes as mainstream as we think it is absolutely insane. And that's why, like, when I called Austin and I talked to Zach and I talked to Europop and I called Rodney, everyone I talked to in our group, and you guys know me, a lot of times I come in like Austin, I'll call you and I'll just shoot the shit about, whatever. I never shield tokens, but I was like, listen, I know you need to do your research, but I want you to get one of these NFTs because you're going to be pissed a month from now. And granted, you're already in now, but I said on the phone, if a month goes by and you did not get one of these Genesis NFTs, you're going to feel some kind of way about covering this token. You're going to feel like you missed out. So get the NFT. It's like $400 to mint.
Yeah.
And then we can have another conversation about WAGMI later. And then
that got my attention. I think they're doing some really different stuff. I mean, to give you effectively profit sharing on a downstream game, that's again, not heard of it, right? That's really, really, really cool. All right. So let me see what else we got here. All right. Let's go back over to the market and see how she's looking. How is the market looking? Actually, dude, we've climbed, man. Holy crap. Bitcoin.
Dude, 43K in Bitcoin.
Dude, it was like, wasn't it like 42? Wasn't it like 42?
It was at 42 like 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, baby. It's because Mr. 305 is here.
Scott's talking about
Scott,
it. Hey,
I would believe that you were from Miami. I would believe it.
Listen, when WAGMI hits like a $50 million market cap, I'm flying Zach in, and we're gonna do a music video. So get the shades ready. I'm gonna hire like the best choreographer. I'm gonna pay for the rights to like a Pitbull song, and we're making a music video.
All right, I gotta tell a story. All right, hold on, Scott. I gotta tell a story. Hold on, Jazz, you're gonna love this shit. So there was like, I think it was like yesterday or the day before, and Zach and I spent a lot of time on Zoom. Like we're on Zoom, just kind of working and collaborating and stuff. And Scott jumped in, and Zach said, "Hey, I gotta go. I'm gonna go get something to eat." So he went off camera and he, we could kind of see shadows. He went off camera and he came back on. He had on, I'm not shitting you, a black leather jacket and those glasses. And I'm like, what the shit? I said, did Pitbull walk into the room? And
wait.
He was like, look, there it is. That's it. So you got to do it now. It's
Zach.
Scott and I were just busting
out.
He had the glasses on. And
get that Louis
Zach
Vuitton, baby.
Scenes.
Yeah, he even leaned into camera. He's like, I'll see you later. And we're like, what the hell was that?
He's like, I'm going to Subway.
I'm going to Subway, baby.
I got a good name for the look. I call this Agent Humphreys right there. Agent
Humphreys.
That's funny.
Yes, sir.
Pitbull.
Zach, Austin, I sent you a link in the chat. It's a music video that I was in. You can watch later.
Don't tell me you were in a Pitbull video.
Did you send it to this chat in the
private
stream? Yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah,
this music video was actually in chat, private chat.
In the private chat section.
Oh, well, now you're asking me to do other crap. Hold on.
I'll post it in the main chat so people can see it. Hey, make me a moderator on your chat.
No shit, dude. Feature it. Wait. Oh, we got to watch this right now.
Well, how do I?
I didn't even click on the link yet. I want to be surprised. I want to catch my initial reaction on camera.
Scott, drop in the chat real quickly, and I can make you a mod.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Well, now I'm trying to find it over. I'm looking at
Austin, where it says comments at the top right. Go to private chat.
Yeah, it's funny.
On StreamYard.
Oh, private chat. Never mind. I got it. Here we go. All right, hold on. Let me pull this up. Hold on. Give me a second. Technologically advanced. Hold on.
So this whole music video was shot in one take. It's a one-take music video.
Oh,
I'm gonna cue it up. Hold on a minute. I gotta get
one
this.
take video.
Pause this.
Yeah, dude.
Taking this off. Hold on. Here we go. I got you. Hold on. Here we go.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go. All right. Here we go. Ready? So I have no idea what we're about to see. So here we go. So this is our boy here, Scott.
Go full
Featuring
screen.
Scott Herman. Oh my gosh. I'm putting full screen.
Nope. The last one. all the way over.
There you go.
All right.
There he is.
That's baby Scott.
That's that 350Z, Scott. Okay.
Turn that shit up.
Remember, this is all one take.
One take.
One take.
Wow.
I haven't watched this in so long.
Yo.
That's my buddy Brian flipping the kid. Whoops.
Yeah. Out of all the cameos, Scott, that had to have been it.
Well, I'm like the main character, so you're gonna see me a bunch of times.
Were these like friends, like band?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
These guys have opened for Korn, Stained. Like these guys play everywhere.
Oh shit.
Yeah. She was a little mad that I was with the other girl, so
I'm like, that doesn't look good.
Hold on. What I love is that you were in bed a minute ago, and now you're in the bathroom.
Well, that's the point. So the video is one take, so all of us are running around the whole time, getting into position as the camera's
wow.
moving.
That's
That's
not
cool.
easy. Oh my gosh.
I'm more impressed that it's one take. That's amazing. I thought they would have been editing and shit, you know? Oh,
The
here we go.
cameraman, he gives utmost props.
Right.
Oh yeah, it's a great song too. If you guys click on the link to check it out.
It's a pretty big house overall.
Yeah.
I was like, there's 2 different stairs. Oh. Is that you, Scott?
Yeah. It gets better. It gets
Were you
better.
with a different girl though?
No, that was the one in bed.
Okay. Just like-
That's actually my friend Amy. She's really nice. And then this girl's Justine. My brother actually dated her for a couple of years. Everyone in this house, we all know each other. It's like a small town type of thing, you know?
That's wild.
That's pretty
Yeah.
cool, man.
So like as soon as you saw me with the second girl and the camera moved, I had to run as fast as I could outside to get back to the car, which you're going to see in a second.
Yo,
shit.
Scott, I give you props, man.
See.
The original 350. Oh my gosh.
That's cool, right?
Oh my
That's
Hey,
cool.
you're better than me, man. I would have been at that car.
That's awesome.
I'm probably gonna get a copyright strike now, man. I'm probably gonna get a copyright strike. Like shit. All right, they're gonna copyright. They're gonna take my channel down, and it's all your fault, Scott. All right, there we go. No, that's cool, man. I mean, again, one take. That's cool as hell. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Especially how they had the camera lighting, like not get grainy when it's in the dark scenes. I was like, yeah,
Dude,
that's
they-
some next level professional stuff.
The guy filming had like a pole, like a vertical pole,
Uh-huh.
and he could turn the
To flip it
camera.
around,
I'm like,
right?
yeah. So like that's how he was
crazy.
getting all these angles.
That's cool.
Overcome says I've been listening for 30 minutes, not realizing that's the fitness dude Scott Herman,
Yeah.
who
it
I've
is.
seen him with.
Yeah, that's the fitness dude.
It's 'cause I got a
he's
shirt on, man.
He just started a little crypto channel. So look, dude, it's still running, man. 43. Now we're 43.5.
43.5.
Yeah.
What
Hey.
was the TA, Zach? You said 46?
46. That's what I'm hearing. Like, yeah, 45, 5, and then 6. If we can like close over that, we're looking solid, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool, man. To
Going
see.
to the
Loading up
moon.
bags. Yes, sir.
Hey, how about Cardano's up 40% in the last week?
Dude,
Quietly.
it's crazy.
Quietly.
Look at this. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, Scott.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm a fan and have been for a long time, but man, it's running. And I honestly haven't looked at Catalyst. Why? Do you know, Zach?
I did see one thing that like a lot of it's being locked up, like staked. Just as a sidebar too, there's probably some other reasons too, but sidebar, they're offering 3.75 APY on Coinbase right now. So I did that a few days ago, just to earn that passive income because I'm holding it over there anyway. So why the hell not?
I mean, Coinbase doesn't do hardly any staking. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know, more crypto.com and all that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
All right, guys, let's wrap it up. I think we're coming in at an hour, 15 minutes. I got other crap to do. I know you guys do. Kind of a crazy day. So Jazz, what are you looking at? What are you working on today, man? Videos wise, what do you got coming out?
Man, so video-wise, I might do a live stream, touch base a bit on the whole thing that's been going on with Terrarium and Saitama and whatnot, and just kind of trying to tread into that middle ground, you know, kind of give people like a little break off that edge and let them know like, hey, look, you can be a Saitama person or a Terrarium person and not be butting heads like that, because at the end of the day, we all want to win. So that's kind of what I'm trying to preach out. That's what I'm looking at.
I applaud you, man, because at the end of the day, it's just about investing. You don't have to tear down another project.
Exactly. 100%.
Yeah, Scott, what do you got going on today, man?
So I am actually doing a live stream at 3:30 p.m. Eastern with Jordan from Shirio, because I got 20 founders packs and I haven't opened them yet. And I've been waiting for Jordan to get home from Dubai, which has been very hard for me because like I can't not open shit, you know? So
Yeah.
we're gonna open those live. So anybody here who's invested in Shirio, you can come over and check out, see what I get for my founders packs.
Founders packs. Zach, what do you got going on today, Bo?
Did the live stream this morning, talk a little bit about everything. I'll have a Shiba Inu video come in, just kind of the latest and greatest, what's going on there. I probably want to talk about ApeCoin again too. I've been talking a lot about that. I want to talk about Yuga Labs a little bit today, I think, and kind of what's going on there, becoming a $4 billion company, what's behind the Bored Ape Yacht Club, and
man, I mean,
we also got that's big. I mean, that I think again, that's why I leaned in and bought it basically damn near the all-time high last night, you know. So,
but who knows, man? 2 months from now, it could be like way higher than that point. So at this
it's
rate,
a long-term hold, Jazz. I mean, I'm not worried about it. I mean, I think I'm down 100%. A little bit, but it's a long-term hold. We didn't really get into this today, but Grifters is going live today. You guys have heard
I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna go for that launch. I heard about it like just yesterday. I'm like,
what is
try it out?
I totally missed this shit. What is it?
Yeah, it's from the 3.0 DAO guys, 3.0 DAO guys, and I think Sandstorm's got them live. Oh yeah, Ryan's got them live this afternoon. Their launch today is going off today, so you know there is that. I'm going to end on a couple things. I think Everrise is doing some cool stuff. So those of you guys don't know, Zach and I are ambassadors for Everrise. They're making a lot of moves, and they're one that. So keep an eye out for some videos on that. Nice. So yeah, man, I'm gonna wrap it up with that. Thanks, Scott, Zach, Jazz for jumping on.
It's been great, man. Thanks for having me.
A lot easier. You know, actually, Scott made all of our jobs a lot easier. I can not do shit.
Scott is a magician, man.
I'm used to it by now. People just bring me in, and they're like, "You can be the host. You can do it all." Okay, let's go.
You know what? At the visual I just had, like I remember going to Mexico as a kid, and there was like the little chickens that dance on the little hot plates, and start moving it like that. That's you. Just bring you on and let you dance. So,
dude, like so obviously you guys know, I do the fitness thing. So I've been to like every Arnold Classic in Olympia.
Yeah, no idea.
Also, one of my major sponsors is BSN, right? They make NO Explode, pre-workout, synthetic protein, right? So every time we do conventions like Arnold Classic or Olympia, I'm the MC. They're like, here's the microphone, bring people in, have them do competitions and stuff. And everyone always laughs because every single time I'll bring people in and like there's always a crowd of people in a line. I talk so much shit to people and everyone just thinks it's funny and they go along with it. And everyone on my team's like, I could never say the things that you say and get away with that. So for example, we were doing a push-up contest and I said something like, I need 3 guys for the push-up competition. And like 5 guys came in. I said, hey, I can only handle 3 guys at once. And they're like,
yo,
you know, and
you just got that charisma, man. You can just get away with it under the radar.
We're gonna end on that because what did we cover? We covered picks and we covered handling 3 guys. Let's go out on a high note.
Hey, Austin,
and everyone's happier for it.
Exactly. Go ahead, Zach.
WAGME is going crazy.
Yeah, because I haven't bought more of it. Damn it! And I was going to buy it last night, and your ass talked me out.
Going ham.
That's a huge green candle right now. I'm looking at WAGME. Holy crap!
Hey, I told you to buy it at 2.8. So
you did, dude.
Zach cost me money last night because I was going to buy. He's like, wait. And I'm like,
I was like, I'll probably dial back in the morning. I mean, this thing is not slowed down. I mean, I'm in there, but I wish I'd have got more.
I think I'm just going to make my new mantra.
DCA, baby.
Do the opposite of what Zach tells me. That's what I'm going to do. All right.
Unless he tells you to get baller 305 shades.
There we go. All right. I'm ending this. I'm closing this circus down. All right, guys. All right, here we go.
Bye, everyone.
Have a good one, guys.